There's no doubt in my mind that the one fish I want to catch before I die is a 10-pound bass. I wanted to tell this story so you're all fully aware of how much this challenge means to me and why a fish like this would not only be the catch of my lifetime, but a catch of two. I lost my dad to cancer when I was 19, and of all the fishing memories we have and conversations we've had together, nothing stands out more than his lifelong ambition of a double-figure bass. A target he never achieved, unfortunately, but that means it's now been passed on to me. Oh, fish, 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 fish! Right at the side, right at the side, whoa! Fish, fish! I had a knock then. Oh, fish on, fish on! 6 months ago I decided it was time to try and make my fishing dream a reality, and through this video I'll be showing you my bass journey so far. Fish on! Fish on! Come on, yes! Come on! It all started with a message to friend and bass guide Terry Wax, who very kindly took me out topwater lure fishing at night. Not the easiest way to kick things off, but a baptism of fire that lit the ambition within me to catch the fish that evaded my dad for his entire lifetime. Something really exciting for you today, something I've never done on this channel before. I am bass fishing, and I'm with a bass fishing guide, Terry, in North Wales. He's very generously offered to take me out fishing. This spot is going to be quite secret, so I'm not going to be able to film it in my usual style. As well as that, I'm night fishing, lure fishing at night, so I'm not really going to be able to do the same sort of shots as I normally do, so you'll have to just bear with us on that. But yeah, hoping to catch my first bass in 10 years. Maybe a bit later on I'll tell you the story about the last bass I caught, but until then we're going to head down to this spot now and get fishing. So this is the Menai Straits in North Wales, separating Anglesey from the mainland, and this is where Terry meets all his clients, so if you get a trip booked with him, this is where you'll be meeting an absolutely outstanding view. Look at that, it's breathtaking. So we've just got down here, it's about 9:20 now, and we're starting things off with this, which is more of a natural pattern because it's still daytime, pachinko, and then as it gets dark I think we'll switch over to solid white. Hopefully we'll have some fish to bring you soon. It's been about 15-20 minutes, we've had a couple swirls. Nothing yet, no bites or anything. So it's night time now pretty much, or it's getting there. It's definitely getting a bit darker. So I've swapped over to this. It's just nice being out of a place like this as well. It's a world away from what I'm used to. Fish! Fish on! Come on! It's not bad either. Oh, so pleased about this. Just try and get it away from that kelp.
Let's get attention, always get attention on it, yeah. Move up a bit.
First bass in ages. What a nice fish as well. So pleased to be getting this in the dark, in the rain, on the Menai Straits. What a lovely catch. So happy. Well, what a great time that was, catching my first bass in about a decade. Didn't take me long to get back out with Terry, and this time, things were different. I had my first taste of what a big bass felt like on the end of my line. Now then, and welcome back to another episode of Adventure Fishing UK. It is I got up at 3 in the morning today and yesterday. Yesterday it was a brutal day, didn't catch anything in about 3 or 4 hours fishing. So I'm up at about 3 again. It's about 4 o'clock now, and I am bass fishing on Anglesey with bass guide Terry Wax. today hopefully we're going to have a really good chance at some fish. I'll show you what we're using down there. Having to trek through our fair share of bracken and stuff to get down to this mark, but I suppose that's when you know it's a good mark, when you're head height and stuff. Just a matter of time now before we get a fish, hopefully. I think I'm going to give it about 10 more minutes with this top water, and then if nothing, get a shallow diver on, maybe a Rapala. Yeah. Oh, fish, big fish, big fish, big fish. Oh, it's off, it's off. Oh no!
Again, put it back out there.
That was a big fish, that. You know, that got the blood pumping. Maybe I didn't set the hook hard enough, I just froze up. So I've just swapped over to another one, but this is sort of slightly thicker than the last, in a rhubarb and custard colour. This is a bit ambitious, but if there's something down there, then it's not missing this. You on? Terry's into one over there. Oh. Can you bring it around this way or not? Yeah, it's well in. Well in.
That's come off, look at that. Let's go down there.
So we've been fishing now about 2.5 hours or something. Just started to get bites, just as high tide, and Terry has nailed this. What lure did you have it on?
I am a Hound Glide in Candy.
Candy, you love a candy lure, don't you? Look at that for a fish. So we've got 40 minutes left of fishing. I'm on my Shimano Silent Assassin, just casting into some shallow water. Terry's had one, and what a fish. Good to see one on the bank. I've lost two now, well actually lost one and had one proper good take. So hopefully there's enough time to catch a fish. Fish! Fish! Big bass! Big bass! No! No! It's come off! Oh no! Oh my days, that was a big bass! No! No! How on earth? Oh, how has that just happened? Can't believe it. Oh, my legs are shaking after that. So what a massive shame not to be landing that last fish. That was massive. And remember, if you want to come bass fishing in North Wales, then check out Terry's bass fishing guide. You won't find a better one on the island, maybe even in Wales. I can't believe the size of that bass I just lost. One of the best things about going out with a guide is the knowledge you get, and it was time to use the lessons I'd learned to catch one independently. After a few 3 AM starts that ended in blanks, it finally happened on a misty morning in North Wales. Now then, and welcome back to another episode of Adventure Fishing UK. I'm out today on Anglesey, North Wales, bass fishing again. I'm joined by Harry from Bang Average Fishing. Oi, oi. We're looking for bass. He's going to do a bit of pollock fishing as well. Mostly I'm going to be focusing on the bass. Maybe we'll switch things up as we go, but this is the third morning in a row I've been up really early. The last 2 days it's been a 3 AM start and I've not had a fish to show for it, although I have been close, so hopefully today that's going to change. It's about 5:30 in the morning, about 2 hours up to high, and then 1 or 2 hours after. We'll see how we go, and fingers crossed we might just get a fish. So funnily enough, I've actually just seen a bass come up to the surface right near the shore, just as I swapped over to this top water Dog X Diamante, and we ran it through a couple of times. Unfortunately, didn't have a go at it. This is a very pollocky coloured thing, so feels likely for today. If anything's going to do it, this probably is. Look at this for a sunrise. What a way to start the day. Come on, I am so desperate for a fish today. It is unbelievable. So we've been fishing now about an hour, I'd say, and maybe 45 minutes, and we've not even had a look or not even had a touch just yet, but we have seen a bass moving, and I suppose what more could you want than that for a start to the trip? We've got a while till high tide, so there's no rush. Just chilling. Harry's over there with his sand deal on, mixing things up. He's had the flying sea on for a bit as well, and I'm sticking with this top water for now. Yeah, I do feel like they got me in the good... Oh, fish! Fish! Bass on, bass on! Get the net, get the net! Oh! Belting effort. It's not a monster, but... Oh, all this time! All this time! Come on! Come on, those holes in the net are quite small, so... Let's get it over here. It's only a small little bass, but off the top, early morning. Does it get any better than that?
Look at the silver, mate.
Oh. Wow, I'm so pleased about this. All these early mornings are just starting to pay off. Even though it's a small fish, by most people's standards, I am over the moon with this. Hopefully there's going to be time for another, but just look at that bass off the top. Oh, wow, let's get it back.
Buzzing, George! Well done, my man!
Absolute sterling. Absolute scenes. Target achieved.
Top water bass.
Look at this misty day, you can hardly even see the other side. We're walking around, sort of jumping from headland to headland. You can see those sort of going off into the distance. We have not been actually fishing that long, so it's a huge result to have caught one this far into the trip, but an hour and a half till high tide, might just get another.
Just loving it.
But they sort of fight like that.
Oh, that was a proper hit.
Oh no. Oh. Maybe I'll slow my retrieve down slightly.
To be fair, that didn't look like a massive one.
No, it didn't, did it? Well, that's the second fish I've just lost. Maybe I'm retrieving it a bit fast, or maybe that's just top water fishing, but this lure is just performing out of its skin. I'm absolutely loving using it. After spending hours and hours on these rock marks, my focus changed to a shallow, muddy estuary. The water was like chocolate milk, but on my first trip there I saw my friend Dave catch a really nice bass. I thought I had one too, but it ended up being something I did not expect. Fish on! I might have had a fish on then. Oh, I think it's gone, I'm not sure. Something's happening. Something is happening and I don't know what. We've got a flatty! We've got a flatty! What on earth? Unbelievable. After seeing him catch that bass, it did not take me long to get back out fishing there. Then, oh, fish on, fish on. Now then, and welcome back to another episode of Adventure Fishing UK. Today I am bass fishing, and I'm sorry I forgot to take an intro before the video, so I'm doing it after. But this way I can tell you that I have had the most action-packed bass fishing trip of my life. This has been an unreal trip. I have caught back-to-back PBs numerous times. Well, just you'll have to see for yourself how it's gone. So the last time I was here, the guy I was with had one bass. I'll quickly show you that now, and I had a flatty on a Toby, but I narrowly missed out on the target, which was a bass. But today that couldn't have been any different. Watch the video, enjoy, and if you like it, hit that subscribe button. That looked like a fish to me then. Do you think? Yeah. What, a bass? Oh, I might have just had a nibble then.
Probably needs to just get used to that. How much drag we've got on it, really. So.
Oh, I had a knock then. Oh, fish on, fish on. That's not a bad fish, that. Would you mind netting this for me? Oof. I think this is a PB I've got on. Hang on, let me just, I don't want to rush this. Oh, the adrenaline.
Oh, mate. It's against the tide.
Yeah.
That was in here fiddling around, wasn't it?
Yes! Whoa!
Well done.
Thank you, that's the biggest bass I've ever had.
Yeah, nice one.
Look at this for an absolutely belting bass. Just shy of £4. That's it next to my hand. What a whopper of a fish. Look at that for a bass. Absolutely beautiful. Off it goes. So this is my new reel, by the way. This is the Penn Spinfisher 2500. Got this from Jerry's today, so what a way to christen it with a PB bass. Jerry's in Morecambe, another shout out to them. Really helpful staff. Loaded the line on for me and everything, just to make sure I had the right amount of backing by using a spare spool. Top service, that. Fish on, fish on, fish on. That feels like a nice fish, that. Whoa. That's a bigger fish, that, I think. I think that is a bigger fish. Whoa. Is it a double PB sort of day on the bass fishing? Look at the bend in that rod. Oh. Oh, it's taking drag, this. Oh, yes! Thanks for that. Oh, look at that for a fish. What an absolute cracker. To be honest, I am lost for words with how this is going. In such muddy water, you just would not have thought it. So this is what lure I'm using. I'm using a Savage Gear sand eel, 25 gram. Credit to Dean, aka the Cumbrian Angler, for this. It was his suggestion to go for something white and retrieve it slowly, and that's what's been working a treat today. And my mate's on. David's just had another cracking effort.
Nice fish. Pulled it against the tide. Felt bigger than it actually is, but it's still a nice fish.
Oh, I had a tap then. Fish on. Yeah, I'm on. Gonna fight a bit of current to get this up though. It's right here. Oh, that's a nice fish, that.
Oh, yeah.
We got it?
Yeah, as you knew when you first got back that one.
Do you
my
think?
God,
Whoa!
what a bloody fish.
Look at this for a bass! Just over 5.5 pound, third PB of the day. And what a way to do it! What a trip that was. One to tell the grandkids about, that's for sure. It's worth mentioning that after this trip I must have blanked about 5 or 6 times, with the exception of one smaller fish before I finally got into some decent ones again. I've fished that and blanked there about 5 or 6 times now, so it has been tough to crack, tough one to work out, but I'm heading back today. Conditions are slightly different and we're hoping for a bit of a better result. Hours and hours went by and the bass simply weren't there. But when the tides and weather are all perfect, then that is when the magic can happen. Fish on! Fish on! Come on, yes! Come on! It's not a bad fish, that. Oh, come on! Only about my 3rd or 4th cast. Yes! Come on! Look at this! First bass in quite a long time. Gotta be about £3 this. What an absolute stunner. Again, I'm sorry for the wind noise. Gonna hurry up with this fish and then carry on fishing because that was so fast. Right, let's see if we can't catch another. Come on. Oh, fish, 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 fish! Right at the side, right at the side. Whoa! Would you mind helping me with this net, or do you need to help your mate? Thanks for that. It's not a bad fish, that. Careful on these rocks, they're deadly. Thank you.
Belching fish, that.
Second fish of the day. What an absolute stunner. This is even bigger than the last. This is about £4 this, maybe 3.5. Absolute cracker of a bass. Come on, got a fair belly on it as well. Let's get this fish back. Fish. Oh, that's a big one, that. Would you mind being ready with the net for me?
Yeah, no problem.
That's a beast of a fish, that.
That's a good fish, that.
Oh, ho, ho. So this is the biggest fish of the day at a whopping £4.5. Look at that. Well, I'm very sorry about that, but my GoPro actually ran out of charge mid-fight with that fish, but we landed it, which is the important thing. And that was the biggest of the day at a whopping £4.5. It just shows that you've got to put the hours in and then you'll have a good day. Like, I know it looks easy on YouTube, but really it isn't. What you don't see is the hours and hours I've spent and the times I've come down here having not caught a thing. So it makes it all the more worthwhile when something like this happens. Looking back on this footage has made me realise it's not all about the end result. The journey, how we get there, all the places we'll visit along the way and all the people we'll meet is an aspect of this challenge I could not be more excited about. To me, fishing is more than a hobby, it's a way of life, even a way of staying in touch with the generations that fish these lands before us. While it's not quite the 10-pounder my dad dreamed about all his life, £5.5 is as close as we've got in the last 6 months, but I'm sure, given enough time, enough grit, enough determination, one day we'll see that 10-pounder on the bank. If you want to come along for the ride, then hit that subscribe button, join us on our journey for a really, really big bass.